Hello, happy October. I am just blown away that we are already in the month of October. I'm going to be real honest. I do not know where this month went. I cannot tell you, I just can't tell you how fast this year has gone for me. It has been really insane. But we are here to talk about our October TBR. And this month, I'm doing something a little different. I'm not playing a game for the October TBR. I just kind of went through my physical library and picked some books that felt good for October, that felt that I just felt good about reading, I guess. How's my hair? Is my hair crazy? I picked 8 books for this month, and quite a few of them are continuing series that I have started and that I would like to continue, um, or that honestly that are on my 25 and 25, and I have to get to the last book before the end of the year. And we're reaching the reaching the end of the road on that one. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the books that I've chosen for October. The first book that we are going to be talking about is Queen of Shadows, which is the fourth book, fifth book, fourth in the Throne of Glass series. Not much I'm going to say about this. I'm not going to read the back or try to do any type of synopsis on it because I don't want to be spoiled for what's coming. And I do know that Heir of Fire left me with some big questions. So, super, super excited to continue this series. Um, Kingdom of Ash, which I think is the last one, is actually on my 25 and 25. So, if I want to get to that book, I really have to get cracking with these ones. So, this is the first book on our October TBR. The second book that I chose for this month is Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. So, if you have seen last month's TBR video, you know that this is not the first time, probably not even the second time, that this book has come up in my TBR. But I am really, really motivated to read it in October. It is a mystery thriller, perfect for the spooky season, and I am committed to reading this book in October. So, this book follows Ethan, who experienced a kind of traumatic event in his childhood with his best friend Billy going missing. He was taken out of their tent while they were camping in their backyard. And years later, he comes back to his hometown. He chooses to start figuring out who who might have done this, how this might have happened, what is actually going on. So, Middle of the Night by Riley Sager is our second book on the October TBR. This next book should not come as a surprise to literally anybody because this just is the season in which we read the Harry Potter books. So, I am going to be rereading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood. Well, I'm rereading the entire Harry Potter series, but this month I will be reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Traditionally, I have read clear up to Goblet of Fire in my rereads and then have given up because I know it progressively gets harder and darker and sadder to read. So I have committed to finishing these books again in this year. And again, this year is almost over. So, Half Blood Prince on the TBR. Okay, our fourth book on the TBR is Voyage of the Dawn Treader by C.S. Lewis. This is, I think, chronologically number 5 in the Chronicles of Narnia series. I am reading them chronologically, so this is indeed book number 5 for me. But if you see these books on Goodreads or other places, this one has been labeled as book number 3 because The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and Voyage of the Dawn Treader are kind of like the core trilogy, like the core of the story of the Chronicles of Narnia, and the other books are kind of supporting actors, if you will. So, or world building books. So, this one I have never actually read. I've read some of the other ones, but this one I'm excited to read for the very first time. So, Voyage of the Dawn Treader is our fourth book this month. For the fifth book for October, I am so excited to get back into this series. I think it is delightfully adorable. Um, just enough like paranormal to keep me involved and with a smidge of romance, which I also enjoy in my books. So, this is Always Practice Safe Hex by Juliet Cross. This is book 4 in her Stay a Spell series. And if you've stumbled on my channel any length of time ago, you might know that I have been making my way through this series very slowly through maybe the last year. Um, the first book is Wolf Gone Wild. Um, just, just that book hooked me. After that is Don't Hex and Drive, and after that is Witches Get Stitches, and then Always Practice Safe Hex. So really, really, really going to look forward to reading this book this month. And I just think it fits with this month of the year. It just feels like an October kind of book. So here we go. This next book is a book I have been eyeing for a while, but I just haven't prioritized picking it up. And it is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I found this edition actually at Walmart, of all places. There's Legends and Lattes in this green color, and then Bookshops and Bone Dust is in like this really pretty blue cover. Both have this sprayed edge pattern, but with blue. So I know literally nothing about this book other than it's a cozy fantasy, and it has to do with an orc retiring, I believe. Yes, an orc. So I have no idea how this is gonna shake out. I have no idea if I'm gonna love it or if I'm gonna be like, nah, not for me. But we are giving it a go in October. Continuing with our series theme for this month, Brissinger by Christopher Paolini is also going on the October TBR. This is book 3. This is book 3, I believe, in the Inheritance cycle. And I'm very excited to read it, right? Yes, this is book 3 in the Inheritance cycle, and I am very excited to get back into this series. I adored Aragon, and I love Saphira and Aragon's relationship. I will just be very happy when I can say I've read the entire Inheritance cycle series. So, Inheritance, which is the last book, is on my 25 and 25. So, I'm pretty confident I'm going to get to that one before the end of the year. So, this is our 7th book on the TBR. The 8th and final book on our TBR is going to be Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Yes, Mate. I had a moment where I was like, no, Bride. The Bride is the first, Mate is the second. This is currently making its way to me in the mail. It was a pre-order that I had at Barnes & Noble, and so it is coming to me in the mail. I liked Bride. I liked it well enough. It wasn't a 5-star read for me, but I liked it enough that when I heard Mate was coming out, I was like, I definitely want to get involved in that. I want to read that. So that is going to be our final book in the TBR for the month of October. This is a heavy stack. Oh my goodness. This is a heavy stack. Okay, we're falling. This is our TBR for October, and I couldn't be more excited about it. I look forward to reading every single one of these books. Oh my gosh, I had to put them down. They were going to fall. I look forward to reading every single one of these books. I am so excited about them. And that is kind of the joy of not doing a TBR game to pick the books this month. I actually just am so excited to read every single one of these. I looked at my shelves and I thought, what could I get excited about reading? And every one of these books is a book I am excited to read for this month. So that is exceptionally wonderful because I have just sucked at reading the books off my TBR for the last 2, maybe 3 months. I have not been wildly motivated to finish them. I have chosen other books instead, and I really, really do need to read down what I have on my shelves. I am slowing down on how many books I'm allowing myself to purchase. And in lieu of that, really making sure that I'm reading the ones that I have. So I want to be a good steward of the things that I have. I don't want to buy books just because it's fun to buy books. I want to buy books that I enjoy reading and that I want to keep on my shelves because I will read again later. So I may add one more book to this TBR. I haven't decided yet, but I am in the middle of rereading The Hunger Games. And so I may um, I may add Catching Fire to this TBR depending on how I'm feeling and how I get through these ones. So with that, that's it. It's a super simple TBR video this month. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you get some joy out of seeing what I'm reading for the month of October. If you've read any of the books that I haven't on this TBR, let me know down below. Let me know if you maybe thumbs up or thumbs down with the title so I know what you're thinking or what your response to this book was. Um, yeah, I hope you have the best one. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, God bless. I'll see you later.